Pred nami je učna ura kemije in pa fizike, na sporedu pa je tista molekula, ki je sestavljena iz dveh atomov, vodika in pa enega kisika. A preden z gumo postrgamo različne snežne površine in vam predstavimo stroj, ki proizvaja različne tipe snežink, pojdimo na toplo in se sprehodimo čez teorijo.
If your thread is clean and then your snow is very cold, when you come into contact, you work with the snow surface, so you can scrape the snow, you can slide on it, but you don't have time to freeze the snow grains together. On the opposite side, you go on a snow which is warm, and you are going relatively slowly. You scrape off grains from the surface, but these grains are staying next to each other long enough to freeze together. When the tire comes out of the contact, the snow can stick to the tire, can feel the grooves, or can fly away as big chunk of snow. If you are driving very fast in the snow, then anyway you spend a very low amount of time in the contact, so the snow grains are next to each other, but not long enough, so they don't freeze. Mm-hmm. So in warm snow, you will see that originally I have big chunk of snow flying out because the snow is warm. Then I'm going faster and faster and I'm producing dust. Mm-hmm. And when I'm slowing down, again I will start to have enough time to freeze the snow together, so produce this chunk of snow.
Madžarski inženir torej v Luksemburgu raziskuje, kako se lahko z različnimi zmesmi gume in z različnimi profili soočamo z različnimi snežnimi razmerami. Natanko pozna, kaj se v snežinkah dogaja na molekularnem nivoju. Dogajanje nam je razložil na prav plastičen način. Poglejte si ta posnetek na našem YouTube kanalu. Zdaj pa se posvetimo njegovi najnovejši napravi, ki jo lahko poimenujemo kar umetni oblak.
Normally people think that is difficult. Actually it shouldn't be that difficult because the clouds can do it. So if they can do it, we have to be able to do that. So what we try to do, we try to replicate the clouds here in the laboratory. So if you look what happens in the sky, basically you have different temperature and you can have different humidity level. So if the air is very cold and you don't have too much humidity, then the growth of these snowflakes is very stable, so you get a very regular shape. When you add more and more and more humidity, the water molecules will not have that much time to build the nice structure, so they start to branch, and at the end you get this Disney type snowflake. So basically that's a more stable growth, this is a more unstable growth.
No, odprimo zdaj ta vrata na hladno.
What we can see is this small cloud we have, this artificial cloud we have inside. So here we have minus 10 degrees C, and we are making the snow at minus 25. We are heating up the water here, pushing the air through this water boiler, let's say. So we have a 10 degrees C water here. We are pushing that into this chamber. In this chamber, we are growing the snowflakes, and from time to time, we let them fall down. So we take ice, we grind it here, and then we can use that system to sieve the grains to select the right sized particle. This is what we get. So we get, this is grinded ice. So this is something like aged snow. So we use this sample, we push down to the snow surface, and we slide it. And we are using this thread block to characterize our rubber blocks.
Kaj dela ta naprava, si poglejmo še v manualnem načinu.
You push it down and you move, and you see here I don't have too much interaction with the snow, a little bit. If I do the same thing here, I start to have different features.
Spoznajte torej, kaj se pri različnih temperaturah in vlažnostih dogaja v molekularni notranjosti snežinke. In preselite se z nami prav na sever Finske v Ivolo, kjer testirajo zimske gume za SUV-je. Pa tudi spoznajte gumo s ptičjimi krilci, ki poskrbijo za tiho vožnjo.